I hope you're all doing well. Today we are doing the chapter 3 of the book First Flight of class 10, and we'll do, there are two parts in this chapter. His first flight we are going to do today. The chapter's name is Two Stories About Flying. The other story is Black Aeroplane, that we will do tomorrow. And today we are going to do the first part of it, that is His First Flight by Liam O'Flaherty. Liam O'Flaherty was a soldier in the prime of his life. He served as a soldier at the Western Front in Ireland. And after that he was also a novelist and he kept writing short stories. But when he was young, he was a soldier and he served at the Western Front in Ireland. Alright, and today we are going to do the first part of the Two Stories of Flying. And this first part is about a seagull. Seagull. C-G-U-L-L. Now seagull is a seabird. And these seagulls usually live, exceptions are always there, but they usually live on cliffs, high cliffs, which are very near water. Cliffs are those big rocks, just near the sea, and they make a hole and they stay in that, they live in that. So this is a story about this family of seagull. And there is one, the youngest one, is how this young one is taught to fly and how he overcomes his fear and makes his first flight. He has never flown before. He's very young, very small, and as you all know, these small children, whether of a bird, an animal, or human beings, they are trained to become confident. They are taught different things. And as we all know, parents are the first and the best teachers, because learning starts first at home. So, and here major role is played by the whole family, yes, of course, but the mother takes a few steps that we'll see, and how the seagull makes his first flight. So this his first flight, this his is for the seagull. Alright, so and the whole story revolves around the basic themes are one should overcome fear. You have to overcome fear if you have to succeed in life. Have you seen ants? Ever seen ants? These ants, they are the most hard-working creatures, I think. You see them, you just observe, You are all at home, it's summer going on, and we have ants here and there outside also, just near our house also, inside, in the courtyard, everywhere. You just notice them. They are so hard-working, they travel so much, and if they are trying to climb a wall and if they fall, they again go back the same wall. They do not give up. Just observe once, they are so hard-working. So, and for success, you have to work hard, you have to overcome fear. If you are not able to do anything, get up, do it again. Never give up, never quit. So here is one theme is that. Then the other is seagull. Here is a symbol of a growing child. Even when in human beings, so many things are taught by parents of the growing children. The first major step, everything, walking, talking, how to address a person, all are taught at home. Then a child goes to school. And even when the child goes to school, you must have noticed, even you must have, experienced the same thing, that when we are sent to school, when we leave the secure arms of our parents, it is so difficult for the child to go to school. And we see children, when they come to the nursery section, they are crying and they want to leave their parents. But the parents, they harden their heart, leave the children in the school with their teachers. So parents play a major role in the growing of a child, and a mother is the first and the best teacher. Child learns a lot from the brother, sister, siblings, father, everybody, but a mother has got different ways how to train the child, what to do, everything, We'll see how the seagull makes his first flight, and you will really admire the mother also. And of course, importance of parental care. The child belongs to the family, and each and every member of the family matters most. Parental care is very important. How a child is made, grown up into a confident person to face this competitive world, the world where you have to make your own place yourself. So this guidance is given by the parents. We'll see in this chapter. So let us, without wasting time, start. Now there was this family that lived on the cliff, and they lived in a small hole, and the parents bring the children out and they tell them to fly, because the birds, if they have got wings, they have to fly, they have to soar up and down the sky, they have to dive down to the water and search their own food, skim and catch hold of the fish, and that is their food. So this has to be taught. It's not like human beings, the mother brings vegetables and cooks and keeps in front of you, eat. The birds and the animals, they have to do everything themselves. So this is a story of how the parents want the seagull to fly, overcome fear, live life happily, use the wings that God has given. That is for flying, for their own freedom, for living their life happily, soaring up and down, flapping their wings here and there, seeing the world around, exploring the world around. And, the birds are such sensitive creatures. God gave them wings to protect themselves. Whenever the birds see that some danger is approaching, they can fly. So the wings were given to them. And so this family, they bring all the whole family comes out, and the parents tell the children to fly. They encourage them to fly. So the main seagull, our protagonist, has got 2 brothers and 1 sister, and everybody, they try to overcome their fear and they fly. So the 2 brothers and sister fly, and they become so happy, and the parents keep telling this seagull to fly. They coax him, they scold him, they force him, encourage him, scold him. They do everything. They want somehow the bird to fly. But this seagull is full of fear, is not courageous, and it goes till the corner but doesn't have the courage to fly, because he doesn't know that whether his wings will support him or not. He feels that he'll fall in the open space below in the water and will die. So it doesn't make an attempt, and the parents keep forcing, keep threatening that they will starve him, they will not give him food. But this seagull is so full of fear that he is not able to make the attempt. And what the the two brothers and sister have flown, and they are going up and down, and the parents are they were very happy, and they left this seagull and went to encourage the birds that had already flown, their own children. No, there were 4 of them, 2 brothers, 1 sister, and the seagull. So they all have flown, and the parents also go and they encourage the children. They teach the children to go up and down, how to skim, how to soar high up in the sky, how to dive down into the water, how to catch fish, everything, and this seagull kept sitting here and did not have the courage to fly, and kept seeing how the brothers and sisters were enjoying with the parents. And the parents were so proud, and then but they kept telling him to come, to fly, but this seagull did not have courage, and went back and went inside the hole in which it used to sleep. So he lacked courage. Now from the other side, the brother, sister, parents, they kept coaxing, they kept telling, forcing, encouraging also, scolding also, and the brothers, they even taunted, they teased for this seagull's paradise. But he did not have the courage. He was so full of fear. So this, he sleeps alone the whole night, and no one comes back to him. 24 hours he stays alone. Next morning, he sees that on the other side, and before also that, when the brothers and all were flying and they caught the fish, and the parents, they were very proudly making sounds of happiness. They were screaming and making sounds of happiness, encouraging his brothers who were able to fly, who were able to catch fish, their food. But this seagull did not have courage and stayed 24 hours alone in the hole in that cliff. So next morning, when the sun came up, ascended, it mentions in your book, the sun came up, and it started becoming hot, and moreover, our seagull, the protagonist, was so hungry, had not eaten anything. So it comes out, and what it sees is that the whole family is on the other side on a plateau, and the brother and sisters are sleeping with their wings. They put the birds have got a habit of putting their face down on their neck and covering with the wings and all their body. So they are sleeping, and the father was busy preening its feathers. They clean and they maintain their feathers, and only the mother seagull was looking at the child. And what did she notice? What the mother was doing? The mother had a fish, and what she did was she was tearing the fish. She was holding the fish with the feet, and she was tearing with its beak, and now and again she was even swapping her beak with the rock. They have got a habit of doing this to sharpen their beaks so that they are able to tear the food nicely. So this seagull notices the mother doing so, and what it does, before this, it also tries to blackmail the family. It comes at the corner and tries to pretend that it is going to fall. What it does, it pretends that it is sleeping. When these seagulls sleep, sometimes they sleep with their with covered wings, sometimes they sleep standing. They stand on one feet and they sleep. This seagull comes at one corner of the cliff, and she pretends that it is sleeping. He pretends that it is sleeping, and it might fall down, and the parents will come and protect. But he notices that no one is looking at him. Only the mother was there, and the mother was busy tearing the fish. So now what to do? This pretense was of no use. So this Mother seagull had got an idea. What she does is she holds the fish on her in her beaks and then starts flying towards this seagull. This seagull first, the seagull was screaming and was very sad, but then when he notices that the mother is coming towards him, he starts screaming and he becomes so happy because he was so hungry and he wanted food. But what the mother seagull does, that she comes, towards the protagonist seagull, but stops in the middle. This was not expected by our protagonist seagull, and it was so hungry that it dives to catch hold of the fish that was in the mother's beak. But the mother was quite far away, and it realizes that it's falling from the cliff, and he is terror stricken. But soon he notices that the wings have opened and taken charge, and he starts flying up, soaring up and up and up. And this is how he overcomes his fear. And he becomes so happy that finally he has made his first flight. And the whole family notices this and starts screaming and shrieking happily, and they come and join him, and they are so happy. They come round. He notices that his brothers and sisters, father, everybody has come, and everybody is making sounds of happiness, and they start and he notices what the brothers were doing. They were curveting. What is curveting? All these are movements. Alright, curveting is a movement like a horse, going up and down very happily. And they were banking. Banking is, when one side of the wing is up and the other is down. So they were banking and they were going like this, this is banking. Then they were soaring up, they were diving down, and the whole family became happy with this seagull's first flight, because somehow he had overcome his fear and was successful. And then he notices all his brothers and all, they were going down towards the green sea and the expanse of green sea, and he also starts going down with them, but he's very afraid and he feels that he will fall and he will sink. But as soon as he lands on the green sea, he realizes that his body is floating, because the body of these birds are streamlined. They are so light. They float. In the same way the aeroplanes are made in this shape, streamlined body in spindle shape. So he when he falls down and he realizes that he has not sunk, his body is floating, he is so happy, and he knows that, okay, this way I have to go down, and quickly, they have to skim. They don't go inside the water, they skim. What is skim? Just on the surface, they go and they are able to float there. This they do because they have to go and catch the fish. And so, because from the far, they are able to see where the fish is, and so they go down, they dive down, they skim, and they bring the fish out, and that is their food. So this is how, this was the idea of the mother. She came towards him holding that fish in her beak, but she stopped in the middle. Somehow she knew that the child is so hungry, it is quite possible that he will come forward and dive, and it did. It was so hungry that it did not realize that he is jumping down the cliff. He did this to catch hold of the fish that was in the mother's beak. He was so hungry, and he realized that his wings took charge and he could fly and go up and down the sky freely wherever, So this was his first flight, and he had overcome his fear, had become successful, and then there was, the life must be full of fun. So in the middle, in the chapter, we see that the parents in the beginning, they coax him, they scold him. One has to do this. You know, if you have got to teach your child something by hook or crook, you have to take some stern and tough steps. The brother and sisters, they were calling him, they were teasing him, taunting him, calling him Fordyce, because they wanted him to fight fear. It is your own family. They will never let you down. They are always at your support. They will always help you. They all did this so that he is able to make his flight, he is able to use his wings, become free, independent, and enjoy life. Alright, so let us quickly go through the main points of the chapter. See, this chapter is about the seagull. Seagulls are what? They are seabirds, and this is a story about how a seagull makes his first flight. Alright, so they lived in a hole, this family, they lived on a cliff, and cliff is what? It is a big rock which is near a sea, and they usually make holes and they live in that. So it was a steep rock at the edge of the sea. Alright, and the whole family was brought forward at the edge, and they were told at the brim, it is mentioned brink, it is mentioned in your book. So brink means the edge of the cliff, and the whole family tells the children to fly. The two brothers and sister, they fly. Even they must be, having that feeling of fear. But there are some children, even in the birds, animals, human beings, there are some children who fight fear very quickly. Some take a little time, but the family is there always to help, and one should overcome fear to succeed in life. Alright, and so the parents were very proud of the brother and all, and they encouraged. This all was being noticed by our protagonist seagull, and but it did not have the courage. So first 24 hours, one day he had to stay alone in the hole, but the whole day she kept seeing how the brother and sisters were flying high, and how the parents were encouraging them, teaching them different moves, right, and how they could skim, and they could catch the fish. So this all was taught to them, and this our protagonist seagull noticed everything. So, they coaxed him, they forced him, they threatened him that you will not get food, and the seagull would starve. But still, that moment he was not able to fight his fear. Alright, then it pretended to stand on one feet and sleep and then fall, but no one noticed, but the mother was noticing, and mother had an idea, and she took the fish in her beak and started moving towards the seagull. The seagull becomes very happy, he is very hungry, and dives and realizes that it has left the cliff and feels that it could fall, but suddenly his wings open and he starts flying, soaring up and down, diving, curveting. These are all the movement words: curveting, banking, soaring, diving. Soaring is going up, diving is going down. Curveting, I told you, it is galloping like a horse, and I told you about banking, that one side of the wings are up and the other is down. So they kept doing all this. They taught skimming, they taught the seagull how to catch hold of the fish, and so he was able to overcome fear and succeeded in life. So if you overcome fear, any fear that you have, try to overcome it. Success is guaranteed. Alright, and parents are always there for our care. They are the best teachers, they are the first teachers, and we should cater to whatever they say. So this was the chapter. This was the first part. Tomorrow we will do the black aeroplane. That is also very interesting. Has got a mysterious end. You will really enjoy. Go through your books. If you come through any problem, please mention it in the comment section. And yes, if you have not subscribed, please do it today. Thank you. Have a nice day.